The call came at 2:14 in the morning. One ring, one message. It said, "We need to talk." There were no emojis or dots, just 5 words that felt as sharp as a cold knife. Her name flashed on my screen, looking bright and very wrong. I watched the screen go dark and didn't touch it. I wasn't scared. I just finally saw things clearly. You don't try to talk to the smoke when the house is already on fire. I lay there in the quiet she had left behind. The fan moved the air around, but it couldn't lift the heavy weight on my chest. Her scent was gone from the sheets. She had not been home for many hours. I didn't know every little thing yet, but I knew enough. Those 5 words weren't a talk. They were the end of our trust. This was her exit speech. She was probably practicing her words to sound like she still cared. So I waited. I let the silence do the work. Guilt always feels much louder when everything is still. I didn't pack a suitcase. I just packed a notebook, a pen, and the spare key she forgot I still had. The first signs were not very big. She started wearing new perfume just to run simple errands. She put on lip gloss in the middle of the night. She had a smile that felt like it belonged to a stranger. Her hands were soft, but her fingers always felt like ice. Her laughter never seemed to reach her heart. She became like a guest in her own life. She stopped looking me in the eye. Her phone never left her hand. I saw her jump when I touched her arm. Love shouldn't make you jump like that. I didn't yell or cry. Emotions hide the truth. Truth needs patience. I just watched her and wrote down the patterns. I didn't read her messages. I followed her path on a family app she forgot was still active. She went to work, then somewhere else. Always the same building, Suite 804 at a law firm. Her friend worked there. I learned his name and what car he drove. I saw how he held the door for her and how he looked at her. I wrote down everything. I had phone logs, receipts, and bills for restaurants we never went to. I found a voicemail where she called him babe. She never used that word for me. I didn't need a video. I needed facts. My goal was control. At breakfast, I pushed an envelope across the table. No words, just truth. Between her toast and her shaking fingers. She opened it and her face turned white. She looked up and tried to speak, but I held up my hand. No. She tried again. No. I stood up. No shouting, no plates thrown. Just my silence. That was 2 weeks ago. Now she is outside in his SUV, wearing his hoodie. He is even wearing the watch I gave him last Christmas. She wouldn't look at me, but he did. He brought 2 big, loud men to scare me. One smiled, the other acted tough. She stayed in the car with red eyes. Maybe she felt bad. The man walked up, feeling very brave. He said my wife was with him now, and they were there to pack her things and hurt me. I just smiled. He didn't know about the camera above the garage. It was recording sound and video and streaming it live. Proof of a planned crime. They are gone now in handcuffs. She screamed and begged. She wasn't worried about me. She was worried about her reputation and her clean slate. It is too late for that. I watched through the window blinds. She looked back once, but I just closed the curtains. Quiet again. Not empty, just peaceful. Once she chose him, I stopped needing answers. I stopped needing her. She has years to explain this to herself. I won't say a word. She made her own mess.